Ratchet ass bitch. I see you out there. Fuck me. Trying to get your hustle on. Ain't no nigga gonna pay your motherfucking bills, bitch. Pay your own shit. Don't give a fuck.
All right, we're here on Saturday. We just loaded up all these trusses. So we'll have them ready for Monday because it's gonna be a lot of bad weather this week. So we gotta take advantage of all the time we got. So it was freezing cold and everything else, but we got them on there.
Later.
All right, guys, I'm finally home from work. We had to go and load some trusses up on the semi-trailers, and these are long freaking trusses. This big storage unit, if you're on my Facebook, you've seen the video I posted for my boss about the storage unit we're doing. It's for boats and RVs, so it's big. And we loaded up half the trusses that we had in the barn. We had to carry them out of, 5 of us had to carry them out of the barn and then put them on the Laurel and then on the forks and then lift them up onto the semi-trailer. And so we got, I think, like 28 of them on there. Well, 27 trusses and 1 gable truss, just to get us started Monday, so we're ahead of it, because it's going to be like bad weather throughout the rest of this week or whatever. So anyway, on my way home, remember I told you guys in last night's video that I needed to get a drill. Well, I didn't get a DeWalt because they're real expensive, and I'm a little tight on money right now. I got a lot of other things going on. Like I said, I got to be saving up to move, car, everything. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. You guys know how it is. So I got the next best thing, I think. Check this drill out. It's a Craftsman, you know. And the one thing I like about it is a 20 volt lithium ion, which I wouldn't get anything under a 20 volt nowadays. And this is a brushless one. This one costs more, a little bit more than their other drills. I think this is like a hammer drill, whatever. It's something like that. So it's got the hammer mode on it. It's got the 350 max. The other one that I was looking at only had 250. They had one for $79. That was a little not as good as this one. It was a 20 volt, about the same thing except for the max power. This one's got a higher max power, and this one's brushless, which that makes this one way better. This one comes with a battery and a charger, and looks like a bag too. I ain't even opened it up yet. But it ain't DeWalt, but I'm not gonna be using this for work really. This is gonna be for doing my car audio and stuff around the house. So it'll last forever. It's got a 3-year warranty on it. So Lowe's always ask if you want the extended warranty. This one's usually like 120 bucks. They had this one on sale for $83, $88 with tax. So I couldn't beat it, dudes. You know. So yeah, so I'm gonna get out there in a minute and take the amp, the 1 amp out first, check it, and then I'll take the other one out. We'll look at it too. So I gotta let this charge up for a little bit though. Let this charge for a little while. So while this is charging, we'll just chill. But hell yeah, it's nice to have a freaking decent drill, I guess. Better than that Black & Decker one or whatever. The DeWalt ones are, I think. It's all in your opinions. But we're gonna give this one an old go and check it out here in a few minutes. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. As soon as this thing gets charged up, we're going out to take that 6K out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open this up with you guys. Oh, anyway, first I want to show you all the stuff that, like these batteries go with everything, just like the DeWalt's do. This is some of the other stuff that they have. They got basically anything you need power tool wise. It's Craftsman, you know, Craftsman's been around forever. Made in China. What ain't nowadays, huh? Anyway, we got a bag. I guess that's what it comes in. Hold on. This is actually pretty nice. Nice little carry bag. I like that. That's decent. I can keep up with everything if I go on the work site or whatever with it. Because I do roof repairs on the side. Haven't done them in a while. Been working my other job so much the last couple of years. But I still got all my roofing tools out in the shed. I just gotta go through all that stuff soon because I'll be moving. So let's unzip this thing and see what's in it. All right, there we go. We got our charger. Looks like a decent little charger too. Lithium ion. Just like what's in the car. We love lithium. Nice long plug-in cord. It's a slimmer battery. Like I like the big brick thick batteries that you get for stuff like this. Like DeWalt has them big ones. But this one will work. At least it's 20 volt. The drill. I couldn't even pick up the displays to feel how the weight of it and anything when I was in the store because I got them all locked down, but it feels decent. I like it. It's got your speed control up here. It's got the hammer. You can drill. You can set it on different settings, which is nice. I would have got an impact because impacts are what I like using on the roof, but I'll get that next. See how this does. If this does good, I might just get another Craftsman. That way I got a whole battery set. For what I do, I mean, I wouldn't use this for, like, if I was doing roofing full time. It'd be a good, you know, like, starter one. I'd rather have a DeWalt. This thing might last pretty good, though. We're going to give it a shot and see how it does. We're going to get out there and get that 6K out here in about an hour, because I might have to let this battery charge, definitely. So anyway, let me take the battery out of the plastic and see if it has any charge. Change speed. Yeah, it's working pretty good. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna be nice. It's not that heavy either. Oh, and this one's got the, oh yeah, just like the DeWalt's. I didn't even know that had that feature. Awesome. It's only got 1 bar. See, it needs to be charged up. I didn't even know it had that. That's decent. That at least we know. We can check on the battery. It's got a little thing here where you can put a little hook thing on it, so you can stick it on your belt or your pants, hang from your pants. I don't see no spot for no bits though. That's weird. That's all good though. But it's gonna work for what I need it for. So let's get out there and get that 6K out. So let this thing charge. It'll be an hour to me, but it'll be like to you.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, it's been an hour. Actually, it's probably been close to 2 hours because I was in my room relaxing a little bit, chilling. Got to watching Scammers Payback and some other YouTubers I like watching. Anyway, this thing's charged. So we're going to go out, take the 6K out. And I got to looking at this again. The reason this light's not on, this one's for 12 volts and this one's for 20 volts. So this charger does both, which is cool. This is a lithium charger. It's just the same kind of thing that, you know, for like what I got a limitless lithium in the car. So, hell yeah. So, let's get outside. Let's get that 6K out. Let's open it up. Let's see what we can see. Okay, got everything ready. Got the Allen keys. Got my Phillips head, and this one takes a star, but I'm gonna get it out tomorrow. I'm just gonna get the amp that wasn't coming on first out, so I got to go back there with the Allen keys, unhook the remote wires to the speaker wires, and then unscrew it and bring it in the house because it's still freaking cold as hell out here. So it looks nice. It's not so bad, but tomorrow's gonna be even better. Helicopter. Anyway, let me get in here and get this thing out. Stay tuned to Bass Junkie 2020. All right, as you can see, I got everything unhooked. What's different about this amp than the other one, and I showed it a while back, these have Allen keys, which ain't original, and these have the set screw Phillips. So that's the difference. This amp's more original than this one. They've both, I think, been repaired by Amplad one time or another, even though the other one I got the box for and everything else for it, the one I got from Tony, which is in better condition. But yeah, this is really tight. These wires, they're really tight to get in and out of here, and I'm not going to be putting that back in like that if I do get this fixed, or I can't fix it or whatever, I'm gonna have to unhook it from the SMD fuse blocks, and that way I got a little play with the wire. Then I'll hook it back into that second, and then last I'll hook it back up to the lithium. So that's how it's gonna go. Now I just gotta get the screws out and snatch this baby up. Oh, hit my head. And get this thing out of the trunk. Got a little brace in there. I was gonna rig up something for that too, but unfortunately it's bitterly cold still. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. So tomorrow's supposed to be a lot warmer, and we're gonna take this amp in the house where it's warm, open it up, see what it looks like on the inside, see what kind of damage we can see. The other one was still on, but tomorrow we're gonna come out here and we're gonna take this amp off, take the wires off from it, and then move it over, and we're gonna test it. We're gonna test this one too and see if it comes back on, or we'll look inside. We might not even have to test this one if it's really bad. Plus, you guys wanted to see. Some of you guys probably know more than I will about this. So anyway, and another thing I want to say, I did find the little screwdriver, like I said in last night's video, in the little corner down there. I didn't even know I had left it in the car because I was rushing to get this done. Don't rush to do this stuff, guys. Bad weather and working. I had a limited time, so I rushed to put the Mats amp in. I left that little screwdriver in there. It was over here somewhere. How it ended up way over there, that could have caused it too. I don't know. There was some water that leaked from the trunk because of that storm. The car's all filthy, dirty. I mean, it just blew all underneath that carport there even. I mean, water still got on it. So that could be a possibility. As far as the voltage, yeah, it did drop here and there, but it wasn't enough to cause any problems. Plus, you know, I didn't keep it there. That's why. And I didn't have the volume past clipping that much that many times. So I knew it wasn't nothing that I had did anything different than any other time. So that's why I'm saying, let's get this thing out. Let's open it up. Let's see what we can see inside. Maybe we can figure it out a little bit more. So stay tuned. Okay, got the amp out. You see the other wires are underneath. There's no cuts or anything in any of those. You see the little mounting feet I've got for each amp. That's what I was talking about that I had built. That's because they got built-in fans that kept them off the floor. So from what I can see, all that looks good. I'm gonna clean that up and put it inside something, like tape it together or zip tie it together when I put it back in here, if I do put it back in here, or when I move this over. We're gonna make it look a lot cleaner. So anyway, I got the 6K over here by the shop. So we're gonna bring her inside. We're gonna go in the house because it's cold in here. We'll be out here in the shop tomorrow doing stuff, so won't have to worry about going in and out of the house. So we'll open it up in there in the house tonight just because it's cold out here still. But we will be out here tomorrow. So be sure to watch part 3 when we're doing the testing. This is going to be to see what we think might be wrong with that amp there. And hopefully there's nothing wrong with this one. We'll find out about that tomorrow. So let's grab this and let's go in the house. Check it out. All right, guys. I just cut, see this amp being repaired by the Amp Lab. I cut the little tabs on them because I'm not worried about this thing getting under warranty that I know of anyway. It's scratched. The back of it is, like I said, this is a used amp, but it was repaired and it was working fine. So, and the top looks good. So I hear something moving around here. Listen. Watch, listen. Or maybe I have to go the other way now. Hear that? Hold on. I'm going to do it again this way. Something inside there loose. Anyway, I'm going to take the screws out. We're going to open it up. We're going to see what's going on, what it looks like on the inside. Dang. Thing's got a lot more screws than I remember because I took it off before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 screws hold it down. And this thing's a lot heavier than I remember. Holy cow. This thing's 36 pounds, but it feels like more than that when you're holding it up. Compared the little Rockville amp I was showing you guys last night to it. This shows you. Look how massive that thing is, dude. Anyway, I haven't opened this up yet, so we're going to do it together. I'm probably more nervous than any of y'all. So we can pop this thing open here. Hopefully we ain't going to see something we don't want to see. I think it's on the power supply, and this is the power supply in too, so. Crack her open. Oh, I feel sandy on there. Dusty. Alright. It looks weird because I don't, right now I'm not seeing anything. Maybe something was just not plugged in right. Might be able to plug this back up and it might work. Let's look over it though. Let's go over it with a fine tooth comb. Get your peepers on, guys. Look at the MOSFETs. Look at that one. Does that look burnt right there? It does, don't it? That one right there looks burnt. But it ain't bad. See if any of the other ones. You guys probably see on video better than I do. Is that burnt right in there? Down in there? Looks like it, don't it? Like down in there. Don't that look burnt? And right there too. Or is that just the color of it? That looks burnt. Yep. Look at that one's burnt. Focus. There we go. Yeah, that looks burnt too. Something looks like grounded it out. Because these ones look good. That's where the speakers and the EQ and all that, sound filtering and all that is. I don't see any problems down there, so that's good. Let's look on this side. It's just that one side. I guess that's all it takes, right? Oh no, I'm seeing a little bit of something down here. Well, that could just be where it's getting hot, but it looks like maybe something got burnt right there too. See, hold on. Let me show you where I'm looking at. Right here. My bad. Thought I had the camera on it, but see down in there? And right there? Yeah, that definitely got burnt. Look. Up in here. Where is it at? Yeah, that's definitely got burnt right there. Real bad. Look at that. So yeah, there's some burnt MOSFETs, it looks like. Those can be fixed easily though. That's all it is. Everything else looks good. The power supply, all that. The caps don't look bad. It's just dusty. Fan's still good. To me, everything else is looking 100. So, I mean, that really ain't that big of a deal. I mean, I do see some on the board there. Some of them transistors and stuff maybe need to be replaced. But other than that, all in all, it ain't that bad. So, because, I mean, it was playing fine, and then all of a sudden it just quit. I mean, I'll still hook it up tomorrow and test it just to see if it'll come on. But we're definitely going to test the other one. So, make sure it works so I have some kind of bass in there. I ain't had none since last week. Been going to work all week and ain't had no bass. It sucked, dude. But yep, we'll look over it one last time with you guys. You can definitely see burnt transistors and MOSFETs. You know, it ain't terribly burnt, but it doesn't take much in this game, especially with a big ass amp like this. That's why I went Protect. We're going to have to look at in the other one too. We're going to take it out tomorrow and look inside it and see what it looks like before we even hook it up. We're going to go over everything in that trunk. Even check the Matt's amp and make sure it's all right. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Definitely burnt. But, like I said, could have been worse. Whole board could have caught on fire. So, it is what it is. Shit happens. We'll send it out. We'll get it repaired. We'll test it tomorrow, but I can almost guarantee that this thing ain't going to come on if it's looking like that. Now, the other one, the power light was on and all that. But remember, I had these strapped. So, this was the master. And if this one ain't working, the other one ain't working. Which is dangerous when you strap them because both could go. That's why I want to take the other one out tomorrow and look at it. You know what I mean? And make sure it looks okay inside. So, it's not so bad. It could be worse. Couple $100 probably. $300 or $400 maybe to get it fixed. Which ain't a big deal. It's worth it to me. I love this amp. Even though the back of it's all scratched. Wish I could do resand that and paint it. But I don't care. Nobody ever sees that. Actually, I want to get a plexiglass back for this one anyway. So that just gives me more incentive to do that too. It's just I always have so much going on, guys. But I managed to get this in here for y'all. And I've been anxious to see this myself. So a lot of them still look good, which is good news. So it ain't all of them got to be repaired. Take that into consideration too. There's like one there. There's 1, 2, 3. It's all this backside, you know. And these might be the MOSFETs and those. I think they're all MOSFETs. I'm not no professional when it comes to amp guts. So if I'm saying anything wrong, you know, just correct me in the comments. Don't troll me. Just, you know, just let me know. I know some of you guys know a lot more about the inside of these amps and how they work than I ever will. But I'm learning. So we learn together. That's what we do on this channel. Oh, no, it ain't that bad, though. I mean, it ain't that great either, but I'd rather see that than I would major damage. So the only thing is they discontinued this amp, but the amp lab should have parts for it because they fixed a bunch of these SCV line from Sundown. So anyway, that's what it is. You've seen it with your own eyes, just like I did. We seen it together right here on Bass Junkie 2020. We're going to get back out there tomorrow and we're going to take the other amp out, test them. Hopefully the other one does work. Worst comes to worst, I got 1,000 watts on my Mats amp that I could push those two subs at 500 watts a piece. I don't know, be a little bump. But that other 6K, I'm sure it works. I'm almost positive it does. I'm, you know, cross my fingers. But either way, if not, my boy Tony, he's got a bigger amp than both of these amps put together that we've been talking about. That he's got a couple extras that I might be able to purchase from him. So he can get that out to me if I need to be. So no worries, dudes. We're not going to be without bass that much longer. And we're definitely going to the shows this year, regardless of what I got going on. So, because I know you guys want to see all those big builds this year. So anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Can't really do much more. It's already going on like 4:30. So, you know, by the time I get out there and start messing with everything else, it'll be dark, and I don't want to have all this. Doing electronics when you ain't got much lighting is not a good idea. That's how stuff like this happens. So, and I don't know how this happened. That could be the water got in, like I said, got on the power thing, or got in here somehow. But then maybe again, I don't see water damage in here. So maybe, see, the water would have came in from this way anyway, because this was facing the back of the trunk, and this is where I seen the water on the back of the. I didn't see it in the amp. I seen it on the back of that, but it could have dripped down through them holes. Actually, it wouldn't because that was upside down. So probably no water got in here. It might have been that damn screwdriver got around and touched the speaker wires or something. You know, positive and ground, because it got from one side of the trunk to the other. That couldn't have been a possibility of what happened. Who knows? All I know is we're going to get it fixed. And tomorrow we're going to go back out in the car. We're going to take the other one out. And we're going to test them both. And we pretty much know this one ain't going to work. But we're going to test it anyway. So this was what was rolling around inside of it too. Making that noise. It's just a little piece of plastic. No big deal, I don't think. Look at it closer. Focus. I don't know. But join the Bass Junkie 2020 Facebook group if you haven't already. Hit me up on TikTok. I ain't putting nothing on there lately. Been dealing with this and going to work and putting YouTube video up because YouTube's my main thing. But the Facebook group is too. It's Bass Junkie 2020, just like the channel here on YouTube. Hit that up and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot, and we appreciate all your support. We're going to be back booming in no time. Stay tuned for part 2. Like!